Roots to Wellbeing uses the 5 ways to wellbeing to support your mental health. Connect, take notice, keep learning, be active and give. Thanks for watching.
Hi there, I'm Kay. Hope you're all doing well. As you can probably see, it's a little bit darker in here than most of the other videos, I guess. It's about 4:30 in the morning, and I've been up since around 1:30, and now the birds are saying I'm waking them up. You can see just outside there, I could see the sun. The sun is coming up. I guess the reason I've done that is because I have spent many nights doing this, and I think quite a few people watching this is going to resonate with the fact that night times are sometimes the worst times when you're experiencing depression or mental health needs. So I feel fine right now, but I get very, very restless some nights that I just can't sleep and I'm awake throughout the night. And I think a lot of that is maybe anxieties. I've not been feeling too well these past few days anyway, physically. But I just wanted to highlight the fact that mental health needs can be at any time of day or night. Although I found it most difficult at night times when you're on your own, and not so much the birds tweeting in the background, but just when it's dark and there's nothing of natural light to help you. Often the morning after seems a little bit better than the night before, but I've had many nights like that where it's been really difficult, and even though you have people you can reach out to, you still feel very, very alone, and just in a place where you can't verbalize, where it's in your head and the running commentaries in your head, and you just wish somebody would be in there. They're so cute. You just wish somebody would be in there to hear your thoughts and see what you're seeing, like a movie that's going on inside your head, whether it be while you're awake or definitely while I dream. I have very vivid dreams. So, my background is I'm a mum of 2. Um, I think I've had tendencies towards depression since I was a child, but never really understood that until my late adult years. I remember as a child, a teenager, a young adult having difficulties, but probably thinking this was more personality or behavioural. And it wasn't until, a few years ago when I had a very difficult time going through the end of a marriage and divorce with small children that I really hit a low point and started to need more help by way of therapy and medication. So I've been on and off medication for several years, where I've just needed it for support while I see myself through therapy, etc. And I've tried a number of different therapies too: counselling, guided self-help, recently CBT. Some of them have really helped, and some of them I feel have hindered. So sometimes we're guided only by service need and what our own needs are. And at times where I have had the wrong kind of therapy, I've really crashed and burned and gone into a bit of a chaotic time. Definitely in the last year and a half, I'd say, since January 2019, I've had some triggers, let's say, to my depression, and I've been on medication ever since. And I'm now starting to think that maybe, possibly, as I get older, I'm needing to take that medication, or needing that medication possibly more long term. And that's something that I've come to terms with and I'm okay with, because I feel stable. Yes, I know that I'm not always going to be stable, and there definitely are triggers. I've recently had panic attacks and struggled emotionally, and I know what those triggers are because I've tried to open up to understanding who I am as a person. And you need to be around certain people, I guess, and in a certain place to be able to do that. So in my previous relationship, I was not able to do that because of the demands on the relationship. And for a long time, I felt like I could not connect with my children and I was a bad mother. And what happened actually last year is that I got introduced to a working from home business that I do alongside my work. And not so much the business, but the people I met through that has been absolutely amazing. Really positive, really motivational and supportive friendship groups. And it's opened my world up completely to new things. So what I like to do, I like to read when I have time. I definitely feel a combination of my medication and CBT has helped me to come back and be able to feel again, if that makes sense, and to reconnect with my children. And I feel very connected to them, which I never thought I would be able to do. So I guess the message in that is it's possible. It is possible. I like to listen to relaxation music, like some candles and just be peaceful. That helps when somebody's not knocking on the door asking for my attention. But there are ways that you could build this into your life. And you'll have your own ways of dealing with things and finding things you enjoy. For me, I need a safe place. So what I did was I created a safe place in my bedroom where I've got lots of comfortable things, pillows, cushions, pictures that I like, and I go in there and that's my safe place. And when I'm not feeling good, that's where I will go, even if it's just to retreat and hide and sleep for a little while. So that's been a real help to me in the last year or so. And of course, there are people, and we know that we don't always access the support, even when people say, and at times like this, at 4:30, 5:30 in the morning, you're not going to reach out to somebody. It's unlikely. So, my advice is to be open. Be open to lots of different ideas. You don't have to believe them all, but being open helps you to find something that you may not have realized before. Thank you for taking part in this week. We know that what we struggle with, or what our needs are every single day, in different ways, and so it's really nice that there is a week to show people that there's no disability here. We need support just like others need support, and we have a right to it just like others have a right to it. And what I'd say is that I've come a very long way, even recently, in that I've become much more vocal about my experiences, and I don't hide it anymore because I'm quite proud of who I am, and I believe that it's made me the empathetic and supportive person and the good friend, mother, partner, colleague, etc. that I am. So, wishing you all the very best in health and happiness. And remember, there is always, always another minute that could be better than the last. Thank you.
If you feel inspired and want to learn ways to support your mental health, please subscribe to our channel. Or you can find us at www.rootstowellbeing.org. And if you would like to get involved in future videos, please contact hello@rootstowellbeing.org. Thank you.